Hey, what's up, guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Albert Sartucci, and yeah, we are. Sorry, I'm checking through some messages right now. However, Storytelling Thursday kind of got put on the back burner with the amount of information that was going out and stuff like that. But also, too, I wanted to kind of keep track of which stories I am saying because definitely don't want to be repeating the same story. I mean, granted, some of them are pretty awesome to be hearing, but let's see. What's up, Christopher Vela? All right, let me see. Hi, I beat you to the thumbs up, and you were on there before I was. Just saying. So, all right, what's up, Lewis? Got it going, for sure. All right, I'm looking for my notepad with my. It's a big one. I'm starting a list of my Storytelling Thursdays, so that way, like I said, I don't repeat them. Today, I am actually talking about my thumbnail picture change. Give me a second. Sorry that it's gonna move a hair, but it should be good to go. Let's see, right there. All right, yeah, we are still in motion. Let's see that. So I got that cold this weekend, and I'm down to the tail end of coughing the nasty crap out of my lungs. It's coming out clearish white, whereas yesterday and the day before it was gunky green, like chunks of green, and it was nasty. Sorry if that upset y'all, but gotta share it. And where is that paperwork at? I wonder if they took it in the back. But I know I probably have talked about this, but okay, so I'm going to answer your questions real quick because I did put on their question and answer. On Lewis, there's a lot of the comments, and I'll show y'all real quick, guys, what's going on here. Right there. Go to this. Come on. All right, so when I look at my comments, there's a few places I look. One, you see that little circle button right there with the number 16 on it. I click right there, and it pulls up a whole bunch of comments. Now, that's one area to check through. I've also learned, too, that down here on these comments, there's another area to check through, and those actually will show a bigger thumbnail and actual title of the video and stuff like that. And that one is the one that I'm actually seeing a lot more of the comments come through that don't show up on the little circle. So I am working actually double, triple time, because what I'm also doing is going to the actual videos itself and actually clicking on it and going through the comments and just seeing if there's anything that I've missed. And it's not because I'm choosing to, it's just because YouTube is working like that. So I don't know. That's what's going on there. So, and for the guys that use drones, like I said, there's times when I just don't want to kayak myself and I wish I had a drone. However, when it comes down to shark fishing and competing for money, that right there is what I would call an unfair advantage, because one, when there's rough surf and we're still getting out there and wading through the water and casting out and or kayaking out, it definitely takes a different breed of sharker to go out there and do those kind of shark fishing events, and or to have somebody kayak your bait for you, you know what I mean? That's another thing too, there's times where I feel that, if you're going to compete in these shark fishing events, you should be able to do everything that is required for you to start from A to B to finish, not just have somebody else, kayak out your bait for you and you still compete for the big money. This is just my thoughts. Like I said, it's not going to govern how these tournaments decide to do it. I fished against in tournaments where they allowed jet skis, they allowed drones, they allowed everything, even the bait launchers and stuff like that. And me and my teammate we went out there with kayaks, and we would take divisions of shark division, open fish category, and most inches in multiple shark tournaments. So we know it can be done. We just know we have to work that much harder than those guys would if they were just, kayaking or, drone and baits or on a jet ski. Now, don't get me wrong, putting out a jet ski is also dangerous if you don't have the right amount of people. Me and my tournament partner, we did a 3-seater by ourselves, and man, that was very sporty, getting it in and getting off the beach, you know what I mean, or in and out of the water. And yeah, I really feel there should be separate categories: drone fishing, jet ski, and kayak, with kayak being the most prestigious one out there, because these are the guys that have the training, that have been going out there and doing their own baits and so forth. So I really feel that there should be those. And obviously the drone one should be like probably the least one, because they really don't have to do anything but control a drone. And yes, don't get me wrong, it costs a lot of money to do that. I still don't know how to fly a drone, but it's because I'm concentrating on everything else. Now, still, controlling the drone, making sure it gets back to shore, and they're taking a lot of chance by getting that drone out there and it not coming back. They could take an extreme loss. However, it's something that you're on different levels of fishing right there. And with a lot of guys coming in with drones and stuff like that, they're stepping into worlds of shark fishing where they can actually target monster-sized sharks, not by choice, but because big fish don't know that a little bait's not for them. They if it's there, they're gonna eat it. So we are always, highly recommend, watching these channels, learning from these guys, question and answer before you actually go out there and do it yourself. I had some customers in here the other day that were talking about, we're gonna go to the beach and we're gonna go shark fishing, we want to count us. I was like, okay, 1 or 2, and they're like, yeah, and when are y'all going? Today. And I'm like, have you looked outside? And they're like, no, why? And I was like, so look across my parking lot into those palm trees across the way. See how they're blowing down and stuff like that? I said, that's extremely high winds right here. That means it's death on a stick on the guys on the beach right now. And even then too, I know with Nick Myers, and I just saw him on here. What's up, Nick? He put out in the morning a live feed from the beach itself, showing the conditions. He also gives away or gives knowledge on the high tide, low tide, what the surf conditions are, and then he goes more in depth on on the highs and lows and how they work against you and stuff like that. Or this can help you, because it can let you know if it's not even worth leaving the house to go to the beach, if that's your only want to do. So it's just heads up. You can check out his channel at nickaway.com or Nick Myers on YouTube. So he's also been a real strong guidance tool for me in my business, because he's been in it way longer than I have. So if I've ever had any business questions, I usually take it to him, and he's always been kind enough and generous enough to answer my questions to the best of his ability. And or hey, he goes, if I don't have that answer, I'll find out for you. And that's the way businesses should work, helping each other out no matter what level of fishing they're at. So I've also too have had customers that aren't in my realm of fishing. I'll send them his way, or I'll send them to other tackle shops that I do business with, because that's the way it should work. Enough of it goes around and will come around again. So well, I mean, I've casted baits right up to a shark too, or right in front of a fish's mouth, and before it even hits the bottom, they've picked it up before it even hit the bottom, on a cast out. So I mean, it can happen at any given time. I just feel if you're going to compete for money, there should be different categories for that situation, because obviously, and to me, the most prestigious one is the guys that go out there and kayak their own bait and fight their own fish. Obviously, when it comes near the beach, we encourage and highly recommend having multiple guys helping you with your catch, so that way you can do your best to get it released safely, on that situation right there. So, that there's a bit of give and take and stuff. So, let's see. what else do we got? Man, y'all are blowing up the feed real quick. Oh, Christopher Vela, your birthday's tomorrow, man. Well, happy early birthday, bro. What's up, Enrique? Let's see, Steve Moon, William. What's up, bro? How you doing? Toby, Luis, DJ, Henry. Let's see. Yep, I agree with Nick on the separate categories. And let's see. Christopher, what do you mean by I feel the same way about everybody who can use a rod? I'm unclear of that. I'm going through and reading everybody's comments real quick. What's going on? True that, but see, that's going to be the other thing too. You know, with advanced reels, would encourage sharkers to step up to those reels because it brings in the shark faster, but at the same time also increases the chance of pulling the hook out, but also too encourages for more catch and release, for more successful releases right there. So that shouldn't be a hindrance on the guys that are buying the 2-speed reels and stuff like that, because in the end of the day, they're looking for the well-being of the shark. And by having those multiple divisions or separated divisions like that may also help too, you know, for the guys competing in the top of their game and stuff like that. So it's definitely an evolution of fishing for sure. And from what it used to be, I've talked to a bunch of old schoolers who've done monsters. I mean, don't get me wrong, monsters, 12, 13, 14, 15 footers with single speed senators. But then I would ask them, well, how many of those fish actually survive though? That's when it goes, that's the thing. Pretty much most of them would die on the hook coming in. And now with the way the fishing is, a lot of CPR, these 2-speed reels actually increase the chances that we can release those big sharks and catch them again later, or kids catch them in the future. So it's been a positive evolution of fishing. And so, let's see, Nick, collaborate. Oh, we definitely got more Nick Meyer and Team Hard Live videos coming up. We're going to be definitely picking Breakaways knowledge on distance casting, spool speeds also. Once we get all that sorted on which way we want to go, then we're going to really get down to brass tacks and talk about the different leaders that they have available and what y'all can use to advance y'all's gear, because I know they've got some leaders that allow you to attach the bait and keep it streamlined for when you do the cast. It doesn't create a lot of air or wind reduction in cast. So when it's going through, it's not flopping all over the place and basically creating a float or a wind catch and stuff. It's a lot more aerodynamic. So, and all right, well, we'll see y'all here tomorrow. I know I got to go to do a delivery today, but I should be in the shop most of the day tomorrow. I'd like to go fishing, but with the winds, they don't seem too bad today, but we'll see what's up, because that's the other thing too. It also is a disadvantage for me, because when I do go out there, even with the wind mic, you know, sometimes the winds are just, they're too rough out there. So let's see. And the 2-speed reels give you the ability to where when the fish is dogging down and doesn't want to turn, that as long as you're still cranking, every time they turn and give you those few inches, you soak that line up. And then when they turn back the other way, they actually force their body. And then when they turn, their head comes back toward you, you're soaking those up. And that's how you've actually seen me in my videos just wreck shop on fish and pull them to the surface really quick. So that enables me to land fish faster and catch more fish per hour, which increases my chances of doing better during tournaments. So let's see, I'm gonna go by. Well, come on by, guys. Y'all, they've got some of our YouTube winners coming in to collect prizes tomorrow, which will be awesome. But let's go ahead and get started on my thumbnail. I don't know if y'all have seen it or paid attention to it, but my thumbnail, I changed it out to where you can see my arm down a bull shark's mouth. And this bull shark was about 7 foot, 6.5, 7 foot. We did two of them back to back. One was like 6'9", the other one was like 6'10" or 6'11", and we caught them back to back on a float rig off of Bob Hall Pier. It was one of the days that we could not get a bait out just because it was that rough out there for us. So this was also during that change of where, well, actually, this was before they did the change of making sure you used circle hooks that were non-offset for shark fishing. So with that being said, that's why I was so against it, because I've already went through the trials and errors of non-offset versus offset circle hooks while shark fishing, because at that time I was changing from J hooks to circles, because with the circle hooks we learned that you didn't have to set the hook, for one. Two, it would catch on the corner of the mouth, which meant that I had a safer release. I didn't have to worry about it being down in the gut and so forth. And then three, the J hooks at the time were going through the roof. They went from like $1.95 to almost $5 a hook for stainless steel. We liked the stainless steel, but they didn't have them that time in circle hooks at a decent price. I mean, yeah, they had circle hooks at the time, but they were like $20, $25 a hook. I haven't been to the local tackle shop over here because they banned me from going in, so I don't know what they're charging now for them. I just know what I'm charging for ours. So when we set out these baits, I actually put a pompano, it's about this big, and I put a circle hook right here on it, put it on a float rig, put it out there, and I had a secondary float from the main line coming down to my hook, and a secondary float to my swivel up here, which meant the main line of the leader was not down around the where the hook and bait was at. So by it being separated like that, ensured that my line wouldn't get caught up, because I had done it like that before, and we come up and our leader was all twisted up. Well, it was maybe 20-30 minutes after blowing the bait and getting it to where I needed to be and stopping and, you know, engaging it so it didn't go any further, that we got picked up with this first bull shark. We brought it in, bring it up, find out it's a pregnant female. I mean, she was girthy on her. But at that time, me and my team, we got her netted up, pulled her up, and I realized that she was gut hooked. I was like, man, I said, I don't want to leave the hook in her gut like that, because not only will it chance killing this female, whatever pup she has inside her, they're going to die too. So what we did was we got two of the 1 inch by 1 inch square tubing that we had from, I think it was a tent cot, the two ends like that. We put that at the bottom, and then I had my buddy, my teammate Gus, reach on the shark's mouth and pull up on the head like that. And, you know, it's crazy because I'm sitting there talking to the shark and just kind of like letting her know, like, hey, we're going to try and get you back in the water safely. And people around us are like, who's he talking to? And they're like, he's talking to the shark. And you could see her just kind of calm down once we got a hold of her and started doing that. Because at first she was, you know, sweeping about, and, you know, we had to control her to keep from beating herself up, one, but two, hurting somebody else. And so once I stuck my hand down in there, dehooked it, I mean, she twitched just slightly, but she didn't try like biting down on me. So at that point, you know, we kind of knew she knew we were, you know, trying to help her out. So we got the hook out, took a quick picture real quick, got her back in the water. So I was like, you know what, let's deploy another bait. That was a non-offset 20-aught Duratin hook from Mustang. We then rebait it, sent it right back out. And I was like, well, maybe it's because it's the way I hooked the bait. So I hooked the next pompano through the tail like this, and I sent it out. And, you know, about the same time, about the same distance, you know, give or take. I drop it again, engage the lever, and sure enough, we hook up another bull shark. We pull it in, and almost the exact same thing. So we kind of already knew the process, and we kept talking to the bull shark and be like, hey, we're just trying to get her hooked back, and, you know, we're gonna get you and your baby safe, and this and that, and you could just see them just calm down. And it was pretty cool, because even people around her like, look, like she's listening to you, or she understands or whatever. And, you know, it just may be you know, they could feel us or sense, you know, our intentions or whatever it may be. But it was just pretty cool for even bystanders to see that in the shark's reaction. And so for me, it was, you know, one of my guys who was taking pictures at the time, this was way before I started my YouTube channel, they were taking pictures because we weren't about live video, we were just about Facebook back then, and got my arm, I'm about this far into the shark's mouth, pulling the hook out of the bull shark's gut. I mean, it was in the stomach. Got it out, and I saw a little bit of blood. It wasn't too much, but once we got it in, you dropped her in the water, and you see her come up to the surface and just swim on the surface against the current and just disappear. And so we knew that we had a very good chance that she would survive, but we still kind of contacted our buddies that we knew that were fishing down south of Bob Hall. If they were going to come back up, we wanted to be notified so that way we can at least go pick them up before they went bad, or just so it wouldn't go to waste, because they were legal size to keep. We just chose to do the release thing because they were pregnant females. So talking with them all that day, the next day, the following day, no sharks came to the beach. So we were very confident that these sharks made it. And so a few days ago, or actually last week sometime, I was sitting there and I was thinking, man, you know what? Maybe I need to do some upgrades to the channel besides, the changes with the video shorts and the way I'm answering everybody's questions and the growth that we've seen with our channel. We've jumped almost 5,000 subs, I think, in the last 90 days. I'm going to go and pull that out real quick so that way y'all can see that. Actually, it's almost 6,000 subs right now. There's 5,970 subs right there that have come onto the channel. So that is completely awesome for us. And I'm going to go and show you for the year how it was. I mean, you can see that, we had subs coming in regularly, but they were nothing compared to the jumps. Now, that first initial hump where you see a gap there, that was when I hit my first million video. The second large one that kind of stayed up there a while, that's when we had a second video hit 1 million views, and those are on the shorts. But also too, our live videos that we've been doing with the spooling have been really taking off, getting a lot of great feedback from guys on the East Coast, West Coast, and even overseas. Everybody's seeing that it's not just us editing whatever we wanted to do to make it look right. We're putting out the real knowledge and contacting the customers to keep them involved, because if they can't be here, it's always an uncertainty that when you send a reel out for them to work on it, what are they doing, and it's like sending your kids to school. What are they learning? How are they being treated? You're asking yourself all these questions, and by us staying in contact with them through this process reduces a lot of that stress, and that's what we want. We want our customers to be completely confident that their gear is being well maintained, well taken care of, and whatever needs to be done is being handled right then and there, and not just spooled up and hidden deep in the spool until you go out and fight a fish and lose, a big catch, or lose your gear and stuff like that because the braid wasn't, up to speed, or it had bad fridge, and you know what I mean? I'd rather my customers know ahead of time before they actually decide to put money on the end of the line with their leader, the bait, tackle, and time, So it really does help our customers, and that's what we're all about here. So I'm going to go back a little bit and see. Yeah, no float in its mouth. It was just my arm down its throat, and very, very lucky that my buddy Gus was a very, very good dude, very strong individual. Matthew, been a long time, brother. Holler at us. So, we got Lewis, Toby, and Henry. So we got some more down there. Oh, also too, I've been reading y'all's comments on the suggestions, and I'm kind of liking that for the multiple winners to, yes, allow people to win multiple times, but also put a cap on it, which I like that idea, because if we're doing 12 prizes for the initial, right now it's 12, unless we can get to 20,000 subs before the end of next month. Because look, I'm going to show you the calendar, guys, where we're at. That way everybody's up to speed on what's going on. All right, we got 2 more days this month, and then next month we actually got a long month, 31 days, but my goal is to have it done before then, so that way sometime that month we can hit 20,000 subs, add the 4 extra places for the shark fishing trip with us and Team Real Locals to go down and go shark fishing. it would be awesome. But like I said, that's going to be an additional goal. If we can get 20,000 subs by then, we've got extra places to win. Now, backtracking to the initial 12 prizes that are there. There's 4 reels, 4 Team Hard Life rods, and 4 spools of braid, enough braid to fill up the MSL Raptor, which is 300 yards of 100-pound hollow core that we already have in-house for those reels. However, we've been putting it out there to our subs to vote on there how many winners they want. 4 grand prize, rod, reel, and line combo, or they want 4 and 4, rod and reel, or reel with line and then rod separate, or 4 reels, 4 rods, 4 lines. So a lot of it has been coming down for 4, 4, and 4 for 12 winners. But on that same note, what I also brought up too as a suggestion is with our drawings earlier on in the channel, when we had multiple places to win within a drawing, we allowed people to win multiple times. Now, most of the time, the most somebody's ever won was 2 times in one drawing. And so I kind of like that idea because it gives the chance for people to win multiple times on here, which maybe they can almost put a whole combo together and or win 2 reels or 2 rods or 2 spools of line. So that also was a good thing that I saw, I believe it was Toby's and a few of the other guys that were suggesting that how I'm going to pick and choose the winners on that. So what I am thinking about doing is doing the same thing, putting the reels, marking the numbers as reels, rods, and I'll kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Let me do it with the marker so that way I can make sure y'all can see it. Let's see. I've been organizing my area, so now I can't can't find anything. You know how that goes. Let's see. I'm home. Where's that marker at? Hold on, give me a second, guys. Alright, so it'll be like this: reel, 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 rod, 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 and then line. All right, it'll start off like this, and this will happen at the very end after all the winners have been selected. I'm going to show you how that's also going to work out too. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do the comment selection or number selection and say 1 through 12. I'm going to hit the first number, whatever it comes out to, say it's 4, then I'm going to put 4. Hit it again, say it's 7, then I'm going to go 7, and then just do the numbers like that all the way till I get to 12. Now obviously if a number doubles up, I'm going to hit it again to make sure I get a different number so we don't have 2 for 7. All right, so that's how the winnings will be distributed in that fashion. So say it's 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, you know, so forth. Okay. Now on the winners, I'm going to show you how I did it over here. Obviously with the names being selected and getting the tack marks, the first one to finish the whatever number we decide is the qualifying number, like on here, Toby got the first one. So we put a number 1 there, and then the second and third and fourth, and we're going to go all the way till we hit the 12. Now, here's the thing too. What I saw, I forgot who put it on there, but they had a good suggestion. Say, if our first number is 10, well, if they keep going, and the next number is say 25, then they get their first prize and second prize. But if this number is number 1, this number over here is like number 8, well then they'll have 1 and 8. So obviously on that note, I'm going to be selecting numbers, and I'm going to use the computer as much as possible for complete fairness with excuse me guys, just ate lunch, for selecting those numbers that we're going to use to choose the comments. So don't be switching. What you talking about, DJ? Well, man. So it's still going to be going off the comments off of every video, but as I've always done it, I use the computer to select what number a comment that it's going to be chosen. Like the last time it was number 3. So every third comment was a vote to get your name on there and then get a tack mark. We also set a number of how many tack marks you need to get your name onto the winner's bracket. And so with that being said, that's how we're going to do. We're going to choose our reels and we're going to choose our line, or reels, rods, line, and then that'll be second. First is choosing the names. That way you know what number you are, and then at the end we're going to choose the number, and then that way as the winners numbers are already known, you'll know what prize you get right off the bat. All right, so now here's the thing too. With the reels, you're going to get to pick whatever color is available from Avid if we don't have it in stock. We would prefer that you have, get from whatever we have in stock at the time, because right now we got a lot of reels coming in on Monday, but like I said, even then they couldn't fill all the colors that we requested. Sorry, these braces also do give me a little bit of trouble. And then on the Team Hard Life rods, kind of the same thing too. You'll get to pick what colors you want. Obviously by that time I should already have rods in stock, so people may want to pick up a rod that's already in stock. And obviously my end game is to have everybody that's already got a pre-won rod or pre-ordered rod, and they already have their gear. I want to have everybody squared away by then. Like I said, we got 3 rod wrappers on the job now. They are definitely putting out some rods for us and stuff like that, which is awesome. So once their rods really start coming through, and we're going to be putting their names out there so y'all can understand who's building our rods and so forth. So looking at y'all's comments and stuff. Hey, talk text, man. I'm telling you, I've been trying to do that because I notice it does it a little faster than I can type. And I have to go back and recheck because it'll say real and it's REAL instead of REEL. When I say Avid Reels, it says ABOT, or it doesn't really say AVET. So yeah, I hear you on that. So that was just kind of a little deal on that number, guys. I was seriously thinking about it and I really love that deal. So we're going to limit it to 2 winners per person, or wins on this per person. But we're going to be going through a lot of videos. That's going to be the other thing too. I'm also going to set a limit of how many comments we go through per video, because obviously I don't want to get, like the way it was the last time. It was like an hour and 20 minutes. I know this one's going to take a while because we got more winners, but I want to go through a lot of videos. So I'm going to set it at probably 8 to 10 votes per, per video, and then go from there. So it may be larger number on that end of what comment we're looking for. So, it's, I'm trying to make it as sporty as possible, but also too trying to give everybody a fair chance at getting it. Obviously the guys that put in a lot of work with a lot more comments are going to definitely have better chances. So this will go from all the videos. I want to go through at least 50 to 100 videos at minimum on this deal to select these winners. Now too, I was also thinking, like, originally when I think I did my first one, we chose like 30 or 40 winners, and then we had them come up with them X amount of comments. All right, give me just a second, guys. Hard Life's Bait and Tackle. Hello? No, I sold that vehicle 20 years ago. You cannot offer me insurance for it or whatever. So, all right, guys. 1,000 comments. Woo-wee. Man, I'll really go through, man, how many videos do I have on the channel? Does anybody know that number? Let's see. Where's my tube buddy at? Actually, it might be on that phone. Yeah, sure is. Let's see. Let's do this. All right, got 16 of y'all watching. Got 14 thumbs up. So let's see. I started a note so I can get off of this and over here real quick. So we passed up 17,000 subs back April 24th. We had 16,000 subs on April 17th. So that's literally 8 days separation between another 1,000 subs. And it was 3 days separation between. I have to shut off the volume on the other phone. But April 14th, I hit 15,000 subs. April 17th, I hit 16,000. And then April 25th, I hit the 17,000. So there you go. Uploads on videos. I'm 4 shy of 2,550 videos on our channel. That is impressive. We're at almost 7,000 or 7,500,000 views on the channel. And we're almost to 18,000 subs. We only need about 800 to go. So it is coming up very fast, guys, to be able to hit these marks. So I'm really loving it. Obviously, the more that you comment on there and stuff like that, it does help. And so keep on sharing the channel, guys. We are definitely a knowledge-based channel. Y'all seen us have companies come after us because they don't like that we put out what's really happening, behind the scenes. And we're going to be as truthful as we can with y'all, because at the end of the day, we're responsible to y'all. Y'all are the ones that pay our bills, keep our food on the table, keep our ability to keep growing the channel and everything else. And all the subs that are subscribing, giving us a thumbs up. And also too, guys, when you're going back through those videos, make sure you're hitting the thumbs up at the same time. That really helps us as well. And be sure to give a shout out to our sponsors, because the more they see their name out there, the more they're inclined to help us. So we're definitely looking forward to that. Any more questions, guys? Any more thoughts? Yep, that they are. Let's see if I missed anything. Yep. Let's see. True that. Yeah. Like I said, there's been a huge influx of subscribers hitting the channel and competing for these prizes. So again, too, that is a bonus, because that makes it easier for us to be selecting multiple winners without having to, kind of like the last one where we really didn't have the amount of people we needed to compete within those videos, but we also did a good gracious of including some of them in there. But this one's really going to be, you're going to have to put forth the effort, guys. There's going to be a lot of videos covered in there, and it could be a large number that we have to skip before we actually count one. So that way it enables us to cross over quite a bit of videos. And to tell you the truth, on there, I know I can hit a shuffle button. So I'm going to hit the shuffle button, and whatever video comes up, that's the video we're going to go through. So I don't know which video is going to come up at any given time. So it's going to behoove you to keep going through as many videos as you can, as many times as you can, because you've also seen too where it could be the very next comment that you just missed by one that could have been your name on the list. So it's pretty awesome, guys. I'm totally humbled with everything. Yes, sir. You can give us a call here at the shop, 361-334-2171. What's up, Cameron? And amen. You're very welcome. Let's see. E Suarez, what's up, bro? And tag them all. How many tickets left on the Essex? Okay, I can do y'all one on that. Give me a second. All right. Ooh, don't want to lose that. It means I'm going to have to trade up again. All right, for the MXL number drawing 22, we have 33 tickets sold. There are 8 left. Drawing number 23 for the SX Raptor, we sold 27. We have 8 left. Drawing number 25 for the LX Raptor, we sold 10. We have 40 left. For drawing number 26, which just got restarted a few days ago, we've already sold 3. We have 24 left. So, yeah, go ahead and let y'all see that. So that way, for the guys that are just chiming in on the channel, you can get with us on our Cash App at $Team Hard Life. $20 per ticket. Be sure to include your cell phone number, or there will be a $5 charge for us reminding you about that. We did it at $1, but you know it's getting to be too many people are doing it or forgetting, so we're going to raise it up a little bit to encourage you to remember to put your cell phone number, guys. This is the only way we can confirm your tickets. Oh, also too, I know a few days ago I posted up that somehow I was going through the tickets, counting them and verifying numbers. It's somehow I just kind of double check our work here, double, triple, quadruple check kind of deal. We are missing a couple numbers on the tickets. Let me see, and it is ticket numbers 028929 and 928. 028 929 and 28. Let me do that for you real quick. 028 929 and 928. All right, guys, if you have confirmation text message of these 2 ticket numbers, please call us at the shop and or respond to that message saying, hey man, these are my tickets, this is my name and information. So what we can do, we can fill your name and information out on the ticket that we have, because obviously I don't know when that ticket went out, and there's multiple drawings. That's several hundred tickets, several hundred texts to go through to confirm. And you know, this will just save us a little time, and that way we can ensure we get it to the right person. So again, if you have any of those 2 tickets, it's for drawing number 23, the MXL Raptor. And remember, we got 8 tickets left before that one goes live. So you got a very short period of time to get back to us on that. Otherwise, you know, when the name gets drawn, all we're going to be able to do is call the number, and then you're going to have to still confirm that way. So either way, if your name gets called or your number gets called, you still got to confirm by replying with that text message. So just stay tuned for that, guys. And yes, good luck to everybody on that. I know Nick Myers went on another radio station or online show this morning at 6:30, 6:15, and was also talking about Bob Hall Pier and some shark fishing issues and stuff like that as well. I haven't watched the video myself, but I look forward to it because I know this is something that has everybody's interest at heart, and it's for the next generations, guys. We've got to keep that pier open for fishing, and we're hoping the family that owns the property will hear us, that, you know, we definitely want to do everything in our power to make sure it stays open for the public to go out there and enjoy for future generations. And we're very humbled and thankful that y'all did donate it, you know, to the county for us to be able to use, because, you know, a lot of places that own property like that, they close it off and then we got no public access. So we're definitely humbled and thankful for y'all's contribution to the community and stuff like that. So definitely would like to hope and know that we're going to continue doing what we can to ensure that, you know, the county is held up, you know, to the end of the bargain of keeping it public and keeping everybody fishing. We definitely don't want kids stuck on Xboxes, but getting them tackle boxes and hearing the lions screaming and peeling, and family time out on the beach or out in the water, even on the pier. That's what we're looking for. So, all right. I don't see any more questions. Yeah, Steve Moon got them. Good luck. Yep, got to keep passing the word, lighting that fire. And let's see. we're definitely going to keep it going. Looks like I got a customer inbound, guys. So very much thank you for everything. Keep it coming, keep it rolling, keep sharing the knowledge, keep sharing our channel, and let everybody know we're a positive based channel. We don't allow any trolling. If you ask a good question or any kind of question, don't, even if you think it's dumb or whatever, the dumb question is the one you didn't ask. If it involves fishing, please ask it. We are here to help you. And sir, and yes, actually, I'm still waiting. We've got another sponsor coming in for the young kids on the gear. It's still sitting here right here. That's been the other thing too. They haven't been able to come down here lately because of the bad weather and everything else. But we are gonna be filling up that backpack along with another sponsor that's coming in. Team Real Locals has told us they're gonna give us a hand with that as well, which is awesome. That's one of the teams that's always had our back from the beginning when we started doing a lot of collaboration videos and so forth. So I look forward to our growth, their growth. If you haven't subscribed to their channel, they're the ones that created our intro music. I mean, it is phenomenal. They got some fire music out there. Be sure to check them out, and I'll pull up their channel real quick so you can check out what it looks like. That way you know you're on it. And there you go. It's Team Real Loco. And they got playlists there. They've got all kinds of goodies. So it's stuff to check out, guys. It's really coming through. And yeah, oh man, and they're putting a lot of GAR videos out too. They got some video shorts coming out as well. And yeah, we got some good commentary moments and stuff like that. So stay tuned, guys. We are going to be rocking and rolling, but I do got to go. Y'all have a good one and stay blessed, my friends. Do, do, do.